My ex-husband told me everyone cheats when their wife is pregnant. Anxiety on. When I was about 6 months pregnant, I found out that my husband at the time had cheated on me. This was our first baby, and I had been very, very sick with severe morning sickness. And basically, he had gone on a work trip. He had to drive through a couple states, and he ended up stopping in Oregon and at a restaurant or something, and he met this woman there and decided to take her back to his hotel and sleep with her. And didn't tell her that he had a woman who was pregnant at home, waiting for him to get home. He also went on this work trip where he told me that he was going to go there for business work stuff, construction was what he was doing. No, he was going there to pick weed on his cousin's farm, and his whole family was in on that lie. If you want to hear what he said when I confronted him about it, how I found out that he was cheating, go ahead and leave your comments down below.
Caught my husband cheating. I remember it felt like my whole world had came to a complete stop. It felt like my whole world had ended. I was pregnant. I had recently moved to a new location. I was in a new city. I was just in a state of shock. And being pregnant, going through infidelity and cheating, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And I just remember the whole room closing in on me and how small I felt. It wasn't a good feeling. It just felt like my whole family, everything was just a lie. And I remember questioning my own self, my own self-worth. What did I do for my husband to be unfaithful to me at the beginning of our marriage? Something that's supposed to be sacred.
I am currently pregnant with our second child and recently found out that my husband has been cheating on me for years, trying to keep my head above water. Ugh. I am so sorry to hear this. This is such a delicate time for a woman, and it's probably the worst time to find out that your partner has cheated. There's never a good time, but this is a particularly bad time. I'm so sorry about that. So here's a couple thoughts that may help you. The first thing is that you should try to just take it one day at a time, trying to figure out how to fix this and heal this and cope with this and the baby and all of that. It's overwhelming. So let's just take it one step at a time, and we'll cross the next step when we get there. I would really love for you to find an individual therapist, somebody who has experience with affairs and trauma, to help help you cope with this process and coach you through this and support you. You deserve that, and is a good, safe person for you to confide your feelings in. The next thing is that you should really focus on calming and soothing yourself. This is a big trauma. It's a lot of stress. Your body is already doing a lot growing this baby. So I really want you to take lots of rest, take lots of naps, meditate if you like that, journal if you like that. Do some walking every day, listen to relaxing music, take baths, do whatever is soothing to you. And it's also really good to, keep reminding yourself about what's good in your life and what you're grateful for. That will help temper some of the bad feelings that you might be having. And then the big question is, okay, so what does your husband want to do? Does he understand that this behavior has to stop now? Is he willing to do the work? Is he willing to go to a therapist and start making changes and start healing? If so, great. Maybe you give him that chance. But if not, then okay, you need to go to a place where you can feel safe and you can heal and you can take care of yourself and your baby. So I hope that helps you move forward. Biggest hugs to you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we are talking about why do men cheat on their pregnant wives. Okay, so some men, they decide to do this, but this is something that can be very painful and confusing. Wow, it's never justified. Understanding the reasons behind this behavior can help us get a clear picture of what's going on. So I'm going to break it down. Okay, what can be the reason for men to do that? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the emotional and psychological stress that comes with pregnancy, not just for the woman, but for the man as well. Pregnancy is a huge life change, and with it, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. For some men, the idea of becoming a father and all that, it's huge, can be overwhelming. They might feel a lot of pressure to step up, to provide, to be this perfect dad. And unfortunately, some men don't handle that pressure well. Instead of confronting these feelings, they might look for a way to escape, and sometimes that leads to cheating. It's important to note that this is not about excusing the behavior, but rather understanding that for some men, infidelity can be a misguided attempt to cope with their fears and anxieties about the future. So another thing is, let's look at how pregnancy can change the dynamics of a relationship, especially when it comes to physical intimacy. For many couples, things shift when there is a baby on the way. The focus naturally moves from the relationship to preparing for the baby. And sometimes the sexual relationship might change too. Some men struggle with this shift, feeling like they are losing that closeness they once had with their partner. This fear of losing intimacy can lead them to seek it elsewhere. Again, it's a flawed and harmful reaction, but it often comes with a place of feeling disconnected or unimportant. They might think by finding someone else, they can fill the gap they're feeling in their relationship. Another factor is insecurity. As their partner's body changes and the focus shifts to the pregnancy, some men might start to feel insecure about their place in the relationship. They might worry that they're not as important or attractive anymore. These feelings can lead them to seek validation outside the relationship to prove to themselves that they are still desirable. This need for validation can push them toward infidelity as a way to boost the ego. It's often a sign of deeper emotions that have not been addressed, like lost self esteem or unresolved insecurities. Let's talk about escapism. The reality of becoming a father can be overwhelming for some men, and instead of facing the reality, they might choose to escape it by cheating. It's a way to avoid the responsibilities and the serious conversations that to happen before the baby arrives. In this case, cheating is not necessarily about the other person. It's about running away from the stress and the pressure of becoming a parent. It's a short-sighted and destructive coping mechanism, but it's one that some men unfortunately resort to. So finally, let's talk about recognizing some men cheat during pregnancy because of underlying issues in the relationship. If there were already problems like a lack of communication or emotional distance, pregnancy can amplify those issues. The stress of preparing for the baby might bring unresolved conflict to the surface, and some men might use cheating as a way to deal with or avoiding dealing with those problems. In these cases, the infidelity is a symptom of a deeper dissatisfaction with relationship. It's a way of acting out rather than addressing the real issues at hand. So, what are these reasons behind why some men cheat when their wife is pregnant can vary. They often comes to emotional immaturity, insecurity, and an inability to handle the pressure that comes with impending fatherhood. It's never an excuse, and the impact of this kind of betrayal can be devastating. But by understanding the motivation behind it, we can start to see where things might be going wrong and how they can be addressed and handled. If you're going through this same thing like this, trust me, remember that communication and counseling can help you address these issues before they lead to infidelity. So thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Take care and see you in the next video. So the reasons why men choose to leave relationships are complex. Whether it's societal pressure, changing relationship dynamics, fear of vulnerability, past experience, a desire of freedom, the effect of modern dating culture. There's no single answer to this. It's important to remember that every individual's experience is different. Understanding these factors can help us approach the conversation with empathy and respect, whether we are talking about our own relationships or those of others. If you're someone who's struggling with these issues, know that you're not alone and that there is no shame in stepping back if that's what you need to do for your own well-being. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Bye bye.